Obviously, there was way more women than there were men. I feel like I don't know what my type is. There's only like a...
Are you a single man in Utah who has sworn off dating? If you are, I need you to listen. Your instinct might be to comment that you're not dating and to scroll past this, but I want you to listen. Even though you say that, I do think that there's a part of you who maybe was like hurt in the past and you're still wanting to date. Or maybe you know somebody like this. Or maybe you just know a guy who's single and who's awesome and who's really great and deserves love in their life. Hi, my name is Janelle and I run Craft Club and we do dating events in Salt Lake City. And if you're feeling like I don't want to date, this isn't really like... It's a place for you to get out of your comfort zone and meet new people, which is honestly just the first step into getting back into it. Or even though you've sworn it off, it's just something fun to do. We have really fun women who come out. We have really fun collabs that we do. So this one will be at Flankers and we're partnering with Don Julio. They're sponsoring our craft that we're doing. We're painting skull mugs. And then you just get to rotate every 5 minutes and meet new people. Afterwards is a really fun happy hour. Flankers opens up like their karaoke rooms and their golf simulator. It's honestly just a really fun night. So even though maybe you're not wanting to date or wanting to get back into it or it feels really scary, I think you should come try it. It's on October 16th at Flankers. If you want to sign up, it is $25. We are sold out for women, but we do have some openings for men. So it's on our website. The link is in our bio. So sign up, comment if you have any questions. Ages are 25 to 40-ish.
Now, I might be interested in that golf simulator. You throw in some nachos, and I might just come.
I recently implemented a new boundary for myself, which is no going home with men on dates. It's not because I'm having sex with them, usually I don't, but I have the personality where I will stay forever. I'm talking in friendship situations and family situations, dancing situations. I am like the last one to leave. It's just a part of my personality. I don't know. But unfortunately, this spills over into my dating life, and I don't like it anymore. I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to exert any more energy onto men who are strangers. You know what I'm saying? So I made this recent boundary. However, on my last date, you saw me go back to his rooftop. It's because I didn't account for rooftops, okay? We came out of the restaurant, he grabbed my hand and started walking. I said, "Where are we going?" He said, "My rooftop." And I just said, "Okay." I should have just said no. I should have said no because I ended up spending another 2 hours with him and I didn't want to. I wanted to go home. I was hungry. I wanted to see my cat. I wanted to curl up in bed and watch a movie. So from here on out, no going home with them, no going to rooftops with them, no going to extra bars or restaurants with them. If I've already spent a couple of hours with them, like, I don't know, maybe I'll make it like 2 max. Unless like we're really vibing, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm just going to cut it off, come home. I don't know, I'm tired, you know? And I've had my fun. And I just want to come home and watch a movie.
You guys talk about this type of stuff, and then you want a man to cater to you. You want a man to be obsessed with you. You want a man to be head over heels, but you don't even want to get out there and meet the man.
A woman recently posted online and shared her experience with attending a professional singles mixer event. She states that she drove nearly an hour, 47 minutes to get to the event, and when she arrived, there were no men there, not one. And here is the empty bar. You can see that there are only women across the bar, no men other than the men who work in the building. So she posted to her social media basically asking, why don't men go to these single events, especially those of you who whine and complain on the internet about being single? Why don't y'all come to these events so you can meet a woman? Let's go through some of the responses because the men are behaving and saying exactly what you would expect them to. So this is from men, directly from the horse's mouth, on why they don't attend singles mixer events. So of course, one man brought up the bear. Basically, why should we go to singles events when y'all already said you feel safer around wild animals? Instakino is broke and complaining about the cost of dating. Because Instaskino is so broke, he states that he prefers to use dating apps. Ladies, I keep telling y'all to get off those dating apps because this is what is on there. Another man states that the men that women want wouldn't even need to attend these events. Another one states that men do not want modern women, more complaining about the cost of dating, and yet again, more of them complaining about the cost of dating. Black women, you must stop handing over your resources in the hopes of finding what does not exist. The reason that men don't attend these singles events is because, one, most of them already have a woman. Most men are not single. And two, they don't feel like they have to spend resources in order to get to know you. It's very simple. Anyone promising you a unicorn, anyone telling you that if you do this, you're going to meet the perfect man, that if you do that, you're going to meet the perfect man, is lying to you. They are lying to you and stealing your money. The men that y'all are looking for do not exist. And if you insist on searching for them, do not spend any of your money to do so.
I mean, honestly, what else do you want the man to say? Men have told you. Y'all act like y'all don't know. Men have told you exactly why they're not there. But of course, y'all will read. We're seeing in real time. Y'all are reading through these responses and y'all just don't care. Y'all don't even care to understand them.
Hello. It is a Thursday night, and your girl is going to a singles event in the Heights. So wish me luck. I'm going with two of my friends, and it's like a wristband party. I'll show the little flyer from TikTok, but like it's 3 colors. Green means you're single, ready to mingle, looking for a relationship, blah blah blah. Yellow means it's complicated. Maybe you want a situationship, friends with benefits, whatever. And then red is not single, you're taken, you're there as a wingman, wingwoman, moral support basically. So obviously getting the green, so we shall see how it goes. They've been advertising it for over a month. It's the first event, so we shall see how it goes. I will update you after. So wishing me luck. Hello everybody. Don't mind me hair. I don't know what it's doing right now. But I just got home. It is like 10:30 at night, way past my bedtime. So I went to Crush Club with two of my friends. It was a good time. The vibes were good, not like a huge turnout. I think they're still establishing themselves. They did make a sign of a waiver. Gave us a raffle for some raffle events. They had some specials for drinks. So like I got the special like seltzer vodka drink, whatever, $5. So that was pretty cheap. That was nice. But it was cute. Like it was nice to be able to see like the different wristbands. Obviously there was way more women than there were men. I feel like I don't know what my type is. There was only like a few guys that I was like somewhat kind of attracted to. But when I first got there, I got there before my friends. I went in, I grabbed a drink first, and then I went and checked in. And I had a couple of people talk to me, gave some smooth replies. And then I did talk to one guy for a couple minutes, and my friend came, and I left him to go talk to her. And then as I was checking her in, another guy stopped me, and so then we talked for a little bit. And him and I kind of talked back and forth a little bit throughout the night, but it was like weird because he would just like randomly leave or randomly start talking to the girl next to him in the middle of our conversation. So I kind of like left. Then we had a random dude just sitting at our table, just having casual chats with us, and then he left. But I didn't really go approach anybody. I just didn't have the nerves for that. But it was like just good, like outing just to see everything. So I am excited for the next one, whether it's the Mix and Mingle or the Crush Club or whatever. So we shall see.
With the way women talk, with the way that women don't want to listen, you're going to see more and more of this. It's only when you decide to connect and provide value to the man will he come out and say, yeah, man, I'll go to that. I ain't got nothing else going on. But if it's a humiliation ritual for me, I'm not coming out there, man.
Okay, guys, this question is for the men only. And women, feel free to give me your insight too, but I want to hear from the men. So I'm noticing that men can commit to registering for an event or getting a free ticket, right? It doesn't cost you anything, but they have difficulty in showing up. This isn't just for events. Like, this is even for other things. Like, it's kind of like, oh yeah, let's go do this, and then that day comes and it never happens. And yeah, women are guilty of it too, but I'm kind of curious about the male psychology behind this. What exactly is the reason that, you guys don't show up? Like, what do you got going on? All you single men out there that want to go to dating events and then never actually show up to them. Like, I want to know what y'all are doing. I'm curious. Let me know.
Yo, check this out. I just seen a video where a dude was talking about Kendra G, right? Y'all know Kendra G, the chick that got her own YouTube, own, TikTok page or whatever. And she do like little dating stuff. The same thing Kevin Samuels did. She pretty much stole his whole little thing. She was actually on his show and she was going back and forth with him then. And he, and I knew she was toxic right there when she was going back and forth with him. But anyway, she pretty much do the same thing he did. So I heard she had like a little dating thing for single people, a little gathering in Philly, right? And the guy said it was no men there. He said it was no man. I think he said it was like one man there. All women, no men. So the women in the comment section was like, oh man, they really do hate us, don't they? They hate us. Like, so look, let me break some down to y'all. Look, instead of saying why we hate y'all, you just say we hate you. We telling you we don't want no problem. We telling you why we don't want y'all. We are literally telling y'all this, and y'all still won't listen. We telling you we don't want no problems with y'all because y'all toxic. We telling you this. You're masculine. We telling you this. So you don't listen. You're hard-headed. We telling you everything of why we're stepping away from the whole dating scene with black women, the whole marriage scene with black women, and y'all still would get on here and say we hate you. Instead of just saying, hey, why don't we just change? They telling us because you can't get married until we pursue you. Or you can't even date until we pursue you, right? Until we provide that. We offer that, right? So if you're looking for a husband and men telling you we're not going to wife y'all because of this, and you still blaming us, y'all got some problems. Because look, they done told y'all was victims. So it's hard for y'all to admit where you failed at. But look, the government, social media, all of them, they always target y'all. From the beginning, Satan target Eve. Why? Because he knew if he can get Eve, he can pull Adam in. So he used Eve to create the division. Social media use women to create the division. They don't use men, they use the women. Because look, we can make a woman seem like she the victim of everything. You see what I'm saying? As long as we make women seem like they the victim, it'll all work. It'll keep working. But when we tell women that, hey, they use y'all, you argue with us instead of the ones that's using you, and we telling you they using you. So how can we date or marry a woman that don't even listen to us? And then there was one woman talking about, I was talking back and forth with the other day about BBL, right? Nah, let me show y'all something. It was some gay dude made a video. Y'all going to get these BBLs? These dudes don't want that. They want, he went to naming sausage, and they won't, don't no straight man want no other man. I'm going to tell you that. That's a Fruit Loop dude want another man. So when you get on there and you start saying that, you're not talking about straight men. So you're not putting straight men on front. You putting other gay dudes that's already, everybody know gay, on Front Street. That's number one. Then let me say this. Ain't no black man ever told no goofy woman to go and get no BBL. Women don't listen to black men. Black women don't listen to black men. So don't come with the excuse of you doing it because black men, because you never done that because of what black men said. So now you're going to put your life at risk because a black man wants you to go get a BBL. Knock it off. Stop it. You never listen to black men. You ain't never listened to no black man ever told you. You only listen to Fruit Loop men, and you listen to traumatized, toxic women, and you listen to Hollywood. You never listen to a straight black man. So we gonna stop that right there. But anyway, all black men ever said we want it, and we'll never get it. So the so-called war will never stop, because all black women had to do is just admit, hey, we dropped the ball. They fooled us. They got us. We need to change. And it'll be so simple because it's natural. Black men will give in. We'll wave the flag. We'll say, okay, they waking up. But black men don't want to touch it. Look, I ain't finna go to no old singles thing with no black women. Why? Look, I get fresh, right? I got fresh last week and went out. I had lots of black women, tons of them stopping me. No lie, real talk. And they was like, you're nice looking, you're handsome. I don't look like this when I step out. Like, I look totally different. I know I look rough now. I always look rough when I come on here with y'all, because I ain't trying to prove that. But anyway, and they was telling me, you know, how handsome I was, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's plenty of them I probably could have talked to, but I'm reading them. Most of them is toxic. So I would literally not even get their number, because I know you toxic. I know what you bringing to the table. You're going to bring toxicity to me, and I'm a peaceful guy. I live by myself. I got nimble peace. I'm not going to let you break that. So it's funny because the ones that maybe not like that, that's not toxic, it's probably 1%. So even if one of them stop me, I can't even talk to them because the other is so many toxic ones. Tattoos, I'm looking at them. I don't want no one. Listen, let me show y'all how bad it gotten. It done gotten so bad when women, that normal average woman, will have sleeve tattoos on her arm, legs, neck, and all. Listen, man, it's gotten that bad to you think every man want to see you with tattoos? Listen, where's the separation from a street woman and a regular woman? So you telling me ain't no more regular women no more? The regular women have disappeared to where we don't even know who's who. I'm not gonna make a main woman of mine with tattoos. You're not gonna be my main one. And I'm pretty sure tons of other dudes out here like that. You might got the little dudes that they conformed over. You got these new dudes who moms got tattoos because they young. They don't know the separation. So they think tattoos look good on a woman because they don't know no better. They don't know no different. And then you got those ones that's older, and they didn't just conformed over because they don't have no requirements in a woman. So they don't know. They just going along with the program. However she move, he move. So look, it ain't gotten that bad to a regular woman would say, I'm gonna go and tattoo my body up. A regular woman, it ain't gotten that bad where your value on your body don't even care no more. You don't even care about that no more. But anyway, look, I cannot talk to the average modern woman. It got to be a woman so different that when I see her, she gonna be so different. She gonna have a glow about her. I'm gonna tell you who will get me. That's why I like Maya. You know the singer Maya? That's why she still look good at 45. You wanna know why she still look good at 45? No tattoos. You could tell she even admitted this. That's why she got out the industry spotlight before she lost her soul. Cause they would have ran through her. They probably still got her, but early. You see what I'm saying? But they didn't get her soul. See, it's a different. A lot of these girls out here, a lot of these women out here, you ever seen a chick that used to look so beautiful, but then when you see her now, she don't, and she had to pack on a lot of makeup just to look good because they done stripped her brutal. She just slept with so many men till they done stripped her of her essence. Her beauty is gone. Now she still look good to a dude, an average dude. He might be like, yeah, she's still beautiful or whatever. She still might look good. But she don't possess that natural beauty no more. She had to pack on makeup and all that stuff. And these are the new modern women. So what I'm saying is this. When women is out here doing that, they collecting all this toxicity. Real men don't want that. We're not going to no singles thing with no woman Kenya finna. We're not gonna show up. Maybe some desperate dude, but real men ain't gonna show up and stuff. So what I'm trying to tell y'all women just need to change if you want relationships. Stop getting in the comment section and blaming men. We telling you why we ain't showing up. And you still gonna be the same. So until you choose to change, real men not gonna show up. We gonna keep it moving. We gonna keep dating outside of our race. And And even if you don't care, it's all good. We don't care. That's what we telling you. We good. We cool. So we're not gonna fall for this stuff, man. Nah. Y'all gotta stop running the games, man. A lot of the dudes in the comment section was like, yeah, I didn't show up because I'm 5'8". You see what I'm saying? And they'll put the LOL. So you see what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes were saying, yeah, I didn't show up because I make under 6 figures. So you see the game that y'all didn't play on yourself. So these guys, you done said you didn't want these guys, so they're not showing up. So date each other. I'm out.
Step right up and be rejected. Pay $120 to $200 for the value, for the experience, so we can profit off of you getting rejected, getting your feelings hurt, getting clowned in front of entire swaths of women. Step right up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Brandon's Boom Boom Room. I don't even know where to begin. I thought a lot of people was going to pull up to the event. Long story short, not a lot of people came. Who did come? A lot of women. Crazy to say. Tonight's episode, fellas, this one's for you. First off, let me apologize to the ladies. I'm sorry. On behalf of my kind, I apologize. I'm going to have to go to sleep and think about what type of footage I'm about to put out to y'all. Have y'all really see what the issue is. It's not just the community. It's us, the men. I'm disappointed in us. To all the fellas that follow me, to all the fellas that's going to see this, you should have seen. I wish y'all could have seen the women's faces at the Seek tonight. If you could have seen their faces and how disappointed they looked, that no men was up in that joint. Now let me back up something. There was it was a handful of us. You can count how many fellas was in there with 2 hands. It was at least about 10 of us, if that. I really wish I was lying. I really wish I was capping right now. But no lie, there was at least about 10 fellas up in there, and including me. I'm out here trying to defend this, fellas. I'm out here telling the ladies that we want them. That you already got them in my comments talking about we don't even want black women, and that's insane. And they think we want white women or any other ethnic backgrounds except them. So I'm out here trying to defend this. So I don't know what to think no more.
Seek Singles Mixer, it was a fail. Y'all do not have to go. I went, so y'all didn't have to go. It was all females in there. When I say it was all females in there, I posted my video around like 8:30, and it was not a lot of people in there. Around 9 o'clock, it got packed. It got packed full of women. It was like 10 men in there. 10. And like half of them was with their girlfriends. I was like, did they not see the memo? What's going on? Oh my God. And it was a $20 hookah. The hookah was $20 and then it was $10 for gratuity. Like, why they just didn't put $30 on the flyer? I was super blue about that. And then it was just like the girls told me. But I was optimistic because Seek normally has men in there. I ran into Brandon from Dallas. He ended up coming and he was like, I tried to tell the guys. And the girls were looking good. Don't get me wrong. Y'all came in there stepping. Y'all came in there with that ish on. And I absolutely love that for y'all because y'all really looked good. But I don't know. Y'all don't have to go. I'm not going back. I'll be back on a random day. Go on a Sunday. When the game is on, the guys be in there. But at that singles mixer, 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10.
The reason why men are going to singles mixers, especially in Dallas, it's not a prize to win a bill. It's not a prize to win a bill. I want y'all to know the second you go to these singles events and you're in there and there's a mutual meetup, after that mutual meetup, there's nothing, it goes back to regular. It still goes back to you pay for it and you hope that she reciprocates. It still goes back to she's dating and she went to an event to find men to date. And then when she leaves here, she probably has other pursuers or some type of if I found her attractive, then most likely somebody else found her attractive. I'm not the only genius in the city. So if I went up to her and I said, oh, you're pretty, I want to take you out. how many other times this week am I gonna have to worry about that? Because not only is she just an attractive woman, she's an attractive woman that's getting out looking to be in mixers and stuff like that. Like what? Like what? I like you and I want to build with you, but you've made it to the point where you've got so many options, or you've got so many opportunities to go on dates. I'd be like, I don't want to date no girl. I don't want to date no woman that's on 4 dates a week while I only get one of them with her. I don't. And these singles mixers are either women that can't get a date in the first place, like just can't, like don't have the je ne sais quoi, don't have the, y'all say all Dallas women are pretty. All Dallas women are very well put together. I'm from Atlanta, baby. We play different. Dallas women are very well put together. Very well put together. Way better than Atlanta women. But if we're talking about just like physical attraction, don't even play with it. Dallas women are put together very well. But this idea that there's just 10s walking around Dallas, I know it's not. And I'm not comparing it to myself. I'm comparing it just to general knowledge. But I will say, men are not going to these singles events because nobody's in a rush to pick up a bill. I walk you out of there. We have a great night. Next thing you know, the very next day, I got a good morning test. I got to do all. I'm much rather. I'm a man. I'm a hunter gatherer. I'd rather catch in the wild. Yeah, catch me in some mossy oak or something.
That's what I'm saying, man. Nobody's going to be rushing to do that. Nobody wants to be out here paying a bill. Why? I have to pay $200 to get here, and then I'm going to have to pay X amount more than that to maintain your lifestyle that you don't even maintain. Why would I want to do that? How is that a deal? It's not. I'm not coming out there.
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
Someone asked me what was my thoughts on the woman turning down the coffee date and basically stating that she's never, ever going to accept a coffee date. She feels as though that's beneath her, and if other women want to accept a coffee date, then go for it, but that's just something she's not gonna do. Then I seen another video where a woman said, y'all want black women to settle so bad. Y'all want black women to accept the crumbs when we can give ourselves the loaves. We not doing that, and we not. Baby, I've been quick commenting on conversations like this because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Anytime a woman is sitting there putting her worth towards whether she's going on a coffee date or a steak date, that is nothing but pure insecurity speaking. A woman that is confident in who she is, and a woman who knows exactly what she's looking for, she don't care if you take her to a park. She don't care if you take her to get coffee. She don't care if you take her to a 5-star restaurant. It's not going to change her intentions. It's not going to change the questions that she has for that man. And guess what? I am a woman who will literally take a coffee date, I promise you, and I'll try to find, I don't drink coffee, but I'll take that coffee date and I'll try to find the best thing that I can find to entertain myself as far as my thirst and my hunger, and I'm still gonna be there and show up as a whole confident woman asking that man questions that matters. It's not coffee for me, it's character for me. It's not, this is coffee versus character. Y'all got y'all standards placed on all the wrong stuff. Y'all don't got a problem with sleeping with married men. Y'all don't got a problem with being somebody's baby mama ×3. Y'all don't got a problem with men disrespecting y'all. Y'all don't got a problem with getting cheated on, beat on. Y'all don't got a problem with nothing. Y'all are not offended by dealing with men who don't respect you, but y'all are offended by somebody offering you a coffee date? Is that where we draw the line? Is that where y'all put y'all respect at? Is that what matters to y'all? I don't care where a man take me on the first date. I don't care, because I'm not there for your date. I am there to see if we are compatible. I am there to try to see what your character looks like. I am there to dissect the man. Baby, I don't even want the coffee. I don't want the food. I don't want none of that. I'm here for the conversation to see what I need to see.
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister. I am never going on a coffee date. That is it. You are never going to convince me to go on a coffee date. And what's baffling about all of this is the fact that y'all seem to think that I have to accept anything a man is offering to me as if I can't go get what it is that I want. Y'all are so...
Y'all think by saying stuff like this makes you appear to have these certain type of standards and make it appear like you just this top quality woman. But I'm gonna tell you something, baby. A quality woman is going to show up no matter where she is. A person of substance is going to stand out no matter where they are. People with confidence are going to show up with confidence no matter where they sit. Y'all are out here auditioning for restaurants instead of auditioning for character. A 5-star restaurant is not going to tell you the things that you need to know about a man. It's not going to tell you if this man is financially stable. A 5-star restaurant is not going to tell you if this man is emotionally healthy, or are you going to be his therapist. A 5-star restaurant is not going to tell you if this man knows how to handle conflict, or does he get a certain way when he doesn't get his way. It's not going to tell you his values. It's not going to tell you what he stands for. It's not going to show you if he has integrity. It's not going to show you if he's inconsistent. It's not going to show you anything that you need to know while approaching the dating scene. But this is where y'all place y'all standards at. I'm going to tell you something. A real true woman of substance, she literally knows what she's looking for. So it doesn't matter if he take her to get coffee or if he take her to get steak. What she's looking for is going to show up either way it go. Therefore, none of that matters. Don't ask me for my opinion on bottom thinking like that, because that is not even worth a conversation. I'm accepting the coffee date because I know I'm there for the bigger reason, and I can dissect what really needs to be dissected. And it ain't.
Once again, this is a slap in the face to a lot of guys, because modern women, especially when they get on social media, eating McAllister's, they make it seem like the man has just insulted them. Make it seem like the man is like he just said something that was wrong. Like he just asked him to go to McDonald's or something like that. I asked you to coffee. Hey, you want to go get something to drink? Talk for a little bit, see if we can get to know each other. Oh, I really don't do that. I would rather dinner. Can we actually ask why? Like, what's the significance over coffee and dinner? Well, it's just casual. I like our first meeting to be more formal, more professional. So basically, if that's what you want, you know, at some point in time, and I think it's already started, men they stay single is basically what it is. Modern men say, okay, here's what I'm offering. I'm offering friendship. I just want to get to know you, see where we are. Oh, well, that's low effort. Take me to a premium place. Well, for a premium place, you have to pay a premium price, right? So when we're going here, you might have to put a little money on the bill. Well, that ain't no real man. Okay, well, if we're going to go here, then you might have to do a little something. Oh, I ain't that type of woman. Okay, then. I'm not that type of man. I'm not going to be out here taking you places that, you know, is expensive to me and I don't even know you.
From now on, I'm only going on coffee dates. You feel me? Like, unless we serious, we committed, that's my man, we building something, I'm only going on coffee dates and a maximum of 25 to 30 minutes at the coffee date, because dinner dates are actually very time consuming, and time is fucking money. A dinner date, it's gonna take me about 2 hours to get dressed, maybe 45 minutes to get to the restaurant. We're gonna be at the restaurant for 2 to 3 hours. You get to be seen in public with me like I'm your woman for that long? Oh no. Another 45 minutes to get home, nigga. I just pulled the whole part-time shift with your ass. Absolutely not. Coffee dates only. Coffee dates to me are high value dates. And you can still look cute, but you ain't gotta overdo it. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be all super fancy or super sexy. You could just be nice, casual, chill, but still look pretty. Besides, a man don't need to see you looking all sexy and wearing your best clothes unless he's bringing something to your table. Good little 20 minutes, ask the right questions, you know what I'm saying? Peep game real quick and get the fuck on, go home.
I've said this numerous of times and it's always rang true. A lot of women today don't know how to date. And this is why they go through a revolving door of men after men after men, and then all niggas ain't shit. And I say that to say because I see the discussion around having a coffee date. And women saying, that's not for me, that's low effort, that's low this, low that, that's what you did. I don't care what y'all talking about. The lady that recently sparked that coffee date conversation, because these are discussions that's been had for a long time. She'd be lucky if anybody asked her for directions. She'd be lucky if anybody asked her for directions. But now you don't do coffee dates. Now, I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying a lot of y'all don't know how to date. There's this romanticized idea of how much money he needs to spend, where he needs to take you, all these things to legitimize it as a date, opposed to looking at it as, okay, it's low pressure, you're safe, because most of the time a coffee date would be during the daytime, low expectations, he can't expect nothing from you, you sure can't expect nothing from him. You're not committed to getting dressed and putting on your finest and doing all the things, the full theater that you would do if it's a dinner date. It's a nice icebreaker. It's simple, right? And through the coffee date, he could get to figure out if he like you. You could get to figure out if you like him, and it could go anywhere or it could go nowhere, right? Opposed to committing. How many times, ladies, the ones that are dating, how many times have you gone on a date with a man and realized quickly he's an idiot, but you already committed the outfit, you already committed the night, you already committed yourself to this date, so now you gotta go through it, and now you suffering through that shit. Like, let's be real. Like, I don't get it. I remember when I worked downtown Brooklyn when I lived in New York. And if you know downtown Brooklyn, you know there's the fire chief department over there. There's City College. There's all the courts. There's a Chase head office over there. There's Con Edison. There's all types of, major companies that is there. So you could be walking to the halal spot to get a gyro or something, and you talking to a judge, or you talking to a lawyer, or you talking to a doctor, because there's a bunch of medical centers down there too. This person is in charge of the NICU or something. Like, you never know. And I've seen people on cute, coffee date, whether it's at Panera Bread or wherever. And I don't know, because I know because of the environment, she's probably making good money and he's probably making good money. Both of these people are on a coffee date, whether it's during their lunch break or after work. Like, once again, I'm seeing single women telling other single women not to take coffee dates, and men cosplaying as women telling other single women not to take coffee dates. This shit is, I'm so glad I'm not in this dating pool. I'm so glad I'm out of this. And strategically, I've always dated with a purpose. I wasn't in the pool very long anyway, but to say no to a coffee date, especially if you can gauge the pedigree of the man, whew.
I'm not really into coffee.
This is the thing that a lot of people are missing in the coffee date debacle situation, because every year and a half this becomes a topic, and every year and a half it highlights that women not only don't know what standards are, but they certainly don't know how to enforce them. You can't make a man spend anything on you that he never intended to spend. Women need to put more energy into developing the skill set of discernment, rather than looking for details and putting their value or how much a man value you based off what he spends. Men deserve to protect their wallets. They don't have to spend $150, $200, which is not that much, right? A regular date at a regular restaurant for two people will easily run you $150. He does not have to spend that on someone that he does not know. Your value is based on you. It's not based on another person. And you really can't trick men into spending money that they don't want to spend. Or they'll spend the money just to play in your face later. There is no right or wrong answer. There is no checklist of things you can guarantee to get the results that you want. Which is why the majority of women with standards are single. Your standards should not even be spoken. Women should not even be on the internet speaking about these things, but it's very clear so many women have not been taught what it is to have standards and set and enforce boundaries that y'all need people to talk about this. The problem is when you open your mouth and tell people what your standards are, you give them the room to use your words against you, to manipulate you and to lie to you, instead of allowing men to present themselves the best they can, right? When you first meet somebody, that is the best you're gonna get.
And of course, it depends on the conversations that you've been having with him previously. If this is a man that have been relentlessly pursuing you, yes, I don't expect him to ask you on a coffee date. If this is a man you just met in the grocery store and y'all just exchanged numbers or social media, I think a coffee date is appropriate. You will easily be able to tell how much a man do or don't value by his next move. Setting a standard is simply saying no and walking away, just like the ladies did in her video. It should never even be up for discussion, giving away your body or even investing emotionally into someone. Women that feel some type of way about that, feel some type of way because they emotionally invested in people and created a whole storyline of where this relationship was headed, and then they were disappointed. You can't make a man do anything. And men deserve to protect their finances. They don't have to invest in women that they don't know. And it really heavily, it's so many details that are left out because at the end of the day, nobody can tell you what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, what's acceptable and not acceptable. Nobody can tell you that. And because so many women are misinformed, women don't know that. So they look for surface level details in order to determine how a man values them. It doesn't matter how a man values you. It matters how you value yourself. A man that want to offer you a coffee date or a walk in the park date is going to do so. If he does not value, if he's trying to get as much as he can for little as possible, he's going to be talking about intercourse. He's going to be being inappropriate. He's not going to plan a date. A man that have good intentions for you and want to get to know you in a lower maintenance date, he could be the man of your dreams and you won't know because Shira told you not to accept a coffee date. Shira also told y'all to date old men, but you don't want to listen to that. And no, you should not be accepting coffee dates from old men, because I imagine if you're dating an old man, it's not because you actually want him. So you have to understand what it is you want, what your goals are, and what your intentions are. And nobody online can tell you how to do that.
Okay, now that the TL is a little quiet about this, I just wanted to say, when it comes to dating and standards like that, obviously keep them as high as possible. But the one thing I don't agree on that I've seen people talk about on here recently is the whole coffee date stuff, because genuinely, I think you bring the energy, right? So no matter if you're at Starbucks, if you're at wherever you go out to eat, I don't know, brunch, whatever. And honestly, in a practical way, like getting drinks and getting coffee is kind of the same thing, but that's besides the point. I think, again, the way that you step in, the way that you talk, the way that you hold your head up or look down when you're walking, all that stuff people pick up on, at least I do. So if you have the energy of someone that is insecure or someone that is not confident, I feel like that will come through in the way that you act, and it will be seen and felt very easily. And so I think, again, it doesn't matter if you're going to get coffee, it doesn't matter if you're going to get brunch, it doesn't matter if you're going to get dinner. You bring the energy, and that sets the precedent for how someone treats you. And so, yeah, and I'm thinking about this too, because when I met, my lover, we went out to eat first, obviously, but every subsequent thing after that, he was afraid to do things. He was very cautiously moving along, and the way that he was courting me and stuff like that. So yeah, I also just think this is part of the issue now, is that a lot of people project onto things, like someone taking me or suggesting that we get coffee is them saying that they value me less, or they think I'm only worth a coffee date. But to be honest, I feel like you're projecting that onto the situation yourself. Being taken somewhere that you deem more expensive does not equate to being treated better. So someone could take you somewhere very nice and still treat you like shit. It's not a rational thought to me, and that kind of stuff. So remember, you bring the energy for how you're going to be treated, how you want to be treated.
Everybody's talking about this whole coffee date situation, so I thought I would add my 2 cents as someone who is dating, who loves coffee shops, but I really hate coffee dates unless I make an exception. And I have made a few exceptions, and I'll get to that at the end. But I'm gonna tell y'all my top reasons why you shouldn't go on coffee dates. The first thing people try to tell you to convince you to go on a coffee date is that it's faster than spending 3 hours at dinner or something like that. It's not faster, it's just cheaper. And that's just is what it is. Like, it's not faster, because I went on a coffee date maybe like earlier this year, and we was at the coffee shop talking for 3 hours. This was not faster than a dinner. Now, yes, we ended up having lunch, which is an exception, okay? We had lunch while we were there. It was very cute. It was one of my favorite coffee shops in LA, but it wasn't faster. So if you think you're gonna get some sort of speed dating experience, you're not. So you might as well have taken me to dinner. Reason number 2 why I don't like coffee shop dates is because somebody's gonna have to poop after 15 or 20 minutes. I don't wanna go to the bathroom and my date know that I just came from busting it wide open. Like, embarrassing. Number 3, I have told guys I don't do coffee dates because I like to look sexy on dates. And I'm not gonna look sexy at a coffee shop. So, do you want to see me look sexy, or do you want to see me in my workout clothes? Because I'm not coming to a coffee shop date dressed up, point blank period. And I like to dress up when I go on dates. I like a little vibe, a little aesthetic. You're not going to get that on a coffee date, okay? With that being said, I'm not a hard and fast rules type of girl. So I actually went on a coffee date while I was traveling, because me and the guy, we went on an actual date the night before, and then the day after he was like, can I just get a little bit of your time? Can we meet for coffee in the morning? And I was like, period. I love a little time grab. I love a little time crunch moment. And yeah, went on a coffee date and I had a lot of fun. We had our laptops out. But also, I really love coffee shops. Like, I love new coffee shops and exploring like different ones around the city or whatever city I'm in. So yeah, I think if I had a boyfriend, if I had a man, we would definitely do coffee dates because I love coffee shops. But as far as somebody who's trying to get to know me, let's keep it after dark. Oh, and one last thing, if you're a single parent, then you can do coffee shop dates during the day while your kid is at school, and you don't have to hire a sitter. That's another plus, but yeah.